NBA to dive into as well. But we begin with Thursday Night Football, and we have a good one tonight as Tom Brady and the Bucs look to get back on track after a surprising two-game skid against the Steelers and Panthers. They face Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Now, ahead of tonight's game, the Buccaneers will enter without a few key pieces on both sides of the ball. Russell Gage, Cameron Brate, Luke Gedeke are out on the offensive side, with Sean Murphy-Bunting and Antoine Winfield Jr. out on defense, all while wide receiver Julio Jones and defensive tackle Akeem Hicks are questionable to play. Bart, I'm coming to you. Who wins?
Know where I came from? This is the Baltimore Ravens. They needed more. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Right now, the Ravens have to win. They can't beat the Buccaneers. All those players out. They don't deserve to play in the playoffs. You look at what Cincinnati's doing in their division. Seems like Joe Burrow has been figured it out. Tom Brady still has time to get his guys back. He's in a weak division. He'll have an opportunity to get better, at the end of the season. But right now, it has to be the Baltimore Ravens, not the Colts.
I disagree with you. I think it's a much-more situation for Tampa Bay Buccaneers the way they close down. It's one thing to be 3-4. It's another thing to play the way that you
Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big shift, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
That may be true, but the bottom line is
Brandon Gardner, Charles Davis, Carl Hand, kickoff is moments away. Charles, quickly, key to the game. For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
They understand to mind their damn business. They don't need to comment on it. Same
Fielded about a yard deep.
All of that. But what we're saying is we're looking at
bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Whether it's just not being walkable. Maybe it's all of these other things.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
Allow me a second here to Gus, because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice. That's pretty good. That's really good.
Because they're in a whole division right now. The Ravens have to win. If they can't beat the Buccaneers, with all those players out, then they don't deserve to play the playoffs. Look at what Cincinnati's doing in their division. Seems like Joe Burrow has figured it out. Tom Brady still has time to get his guys back. He's in a weak division. He'll have an opportunity to get better, at the end of the season. But right now, it has to be the Baltimore Ravens, not the Colts.
And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Jackson. It's another thing to play the way that you've been playing and have the mobilization kick in the way that it's been kicking in. I'm looking at them right now. They don't seem to be a shut.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
One is out along with all of these. I'm just looking at the list here. David Gage, all of these guys, all of these guys are out. That may be true, but the bottom line is there's no excuse to look as discombobulated and as apprehensive as they have been. That's what's really, really been along. And we look at Tom Brady and the personal issues that are going on with him that he'll go down to number 4 getting us inside the 30. Be like himself. I think everybody understands that. They understand the mind their damn business. You don't need to comment on it. Same here.
We know about the catch, and we just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career. We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular? I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and the Sean Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline. I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
So I look at all of those different things, and I'm just saying to myself, Baltimore has been in every game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time. As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air. They'll get it to the middle, and
a reason why. No Julio Jones, like Evans suspended, offensive line decimated, but they're still right where they need to be. If they get in the tournament, they believe, like you know this from former champions, they think they can just turn it on and off like a light switch. There's a lot of full guys over there. You heard Tom Bowles allude to that earlier in the season when he was talking about, hey man, we can't rest on our Super Bowl laurels and all that type of stuff. Right? I feel bad for Tom Bowles because, listen, we all can have the same ingredients. It doesn't mean that we cook the same meal, it's going to taste the same. And Tom Bowles has all those pieces, but he has to find an identity. His identity on his team. It's not Bruce Arians' team anymore. He has to coach this team the way that he wants it to be. And they don't have an identity. Are they a power running team? Are they a team that's going to play good defense, run the football? Or are they going to be a team that airs it out and put it in Tom Brady's hands? Right? Tom Brady's been asked to do something that older quarterbacks are never asked to do. And that's carry a team. Right? When we talk about John Elway late in his career, he had Rod Smith. He had Terrell Davis. We're asking Tom Brady, at 45 years old, to do more than he should have to. He should just be turning the ball over. You ask older players to be great experts. The same thing we're asking LeBron James to do. We're asking Anthony Davis to take over that role. Who's going to be the young superstar that becomes that spark? And that's what they have to find. They have to find who are we going to put the burden on.
All you're doing is making my point for me. Because the Buccaneers at 3 and 4, you're at.
They have time to figure it out. The Ravens don't.
Well, I understand the Ravens are in the division, and the Bengals are here. They're coming on that. The Bengals are here. They are coming. You made my top 5 list this week, and nobody can argue about that. We see what the Bengals are doing.
The Giants should have been Giants favorites is we want to figure that out. I'm not sure if they're favorite, but I know they're 6-1.
And your hands get shaky.
And
yes, he's a tight end. That's a catch he should have made.
Feeling about that, but the bottom line is at the end of the day, in the end, when you look at Burrow and you look at Chase and those brothers, I understand where you're coming from. You look at the Baltimore, you see they can't afford it. I'm saying that's the way that they were playing. No matter the opponent, they're not threatening the nose down.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
They still got their pieces in that area. They got a game against them at the end of the
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It's just pretty bad.
I got to see. Let's see if they go out and make some moves, right? The trade deadline is Tuesday. Let's see if they bring in that spark. I mean, because if you're not all in with Tom Brady came back for a reason, so he can run out to the side.
If I was them, I'd go out
for 16.
I don't know if that's CJ, but I don't know how. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I say more Jerry. Right? Because if Les Ryan man out there, they lose, they go down 6.
I'm also thinking, first of all, I'm thinking if he's trying to come back himself,
you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave the field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there. Help them relax a little bit.
Fournette, a first down carry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. You're finally not away right now, aren't you?
You're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them, or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A guy like Jerry
down by Brady
because he's
is
still on his rookie
incomplete.
deal, so you
Nice
got
play
him
there
under
to force the
control.
incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from there.
Win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think
And these quarterbacks have ultimately
The Bucs are what?
How about this for an opening drive
1.5
decision? You got 4th and short, just outside field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right
These two
now. I want to
quarterbacks,
establish a
Brady and
tone.
Lamar,
It's
only matched
early
up
in the
once
game.
2019
I want to
Ravens.
let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
And Brady will sneak it and avoids the contact by sliding.
Partner, Tom Brady has done this so well, so many times over his career, he's turned it into art form. If there is a museum for quarterback sneaks in the NFL, Tom Brady has his own wing.
as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Brady now to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. That one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
A handoff to Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brady keeps himself upright. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Good shit, Sherman.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right, and he can't quite get there. Tampa does the run. Resulted in losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as those guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 45 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to
damn it!
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Brady. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Brady again. That's complete on the bubble screen. That's Evans. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way to touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Plenty of scoring here already. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident in that's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On second down, here's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try and run forward to the Fournette. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the screen, Bernard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Again, it's Brady. Fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Calais Campbell able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points, so some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
What the fuck is going on with y'all niggas? Bro, what the fuck, man?
Mark Andrews, 75 yards. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
This happened just like the other game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him.
That was a first down, bro.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, here's Fournette.
Bro, just cross the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
To throw is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On third and long, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm going to touch that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there
Lord
defensively.
have mercy,
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now Jackson. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down,
Just
but not
savage, bro.
enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a 1st half to forget. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
This is caught by Jackson. And they're going to set him down around the 15-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime.
Oh, give me a pick.
So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
You gotta give me a pick.
if you can't, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. That'll wind up going
I'm
for
gonna get
a
a pick.
loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now let's go.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to...
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return is going to stop just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Brady over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. That one goes for 24 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. First down, Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
God damn, bro.
Receiver. That'll bring up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Come on, ball.
Brady will try again on second down. Wide open receiver complete. That goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 5. Brady to throw on second down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Oh, my God, bro.
This will be incomplete. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we'll reach halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and forward.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
Brady now on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play.
And he's going to be blocked and pulled down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a play fake here on first down. Now the defense loses it. It's complete. It's right. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards.
I don't know what the fuck going on, bro.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Can't run the ball.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Freeman. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Brady, forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, shit.
Brady now on 1st down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Damn!
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm
Right,
starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Here's Brady to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And that's free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Touchdown.
To throw on 2nd down. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted.
I told you. I know I was going to pick, man.
Returns it just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. On 1st down, Brady, throw left side, complete.
How all y'all miss?
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Fighting to stay upright. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown Buccaneers. Gronkowski, a 22-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Brady. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
Trick or treat
It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They go play action here on 1st down. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
And the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Another nice game.
He killing that play action.
And another 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, now he bowls him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job,
Trick or
guys.
treat, grind and slow, BT on the...
Later tomorrow.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run.
I'm watching Scarface, and that's what no sound.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important.
It'll be clutch, we get a pick.
They bend over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now. This has to
It'll be clutch, we get a pick here, fellas.
But oh, so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Damn.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And Brady's throw there incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And he gets it to the 32. Good
Trick or treat, grinder, on the beat, keep.
Leads to a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Gets around him. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Throw right side. Take it in by the target. They'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snap. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive on by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Freeman again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly, sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat
trick or treat, trying to slow on the beat, beats on the. I'm thinking.
As we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag routes
hold on, anyone?
Because you're running away from people on it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. On 1st down, Brady. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Julio Jones, 57 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go right there. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Let's go, let's go.
Again, it's Brady. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Right side caught by Jackson. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 75 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Brady now on 1st down. He fights it off. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Brady now to throw. And they let him pressure too much. Down he goes. Haloti Ngata in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That is in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Russell Gage, 46 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point, trying to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All right, here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Now Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And Barnes been able to get it up past the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10.
29.
Shotgun now for Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On 1st and 10. Brady. Over the middle here and around. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's complete. Bernard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Now Brady again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Wait. Let's go.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Let's go. Rip.
He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Protection is great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
At least I came back, though.
If you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done.
You get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. They did in this one.
I'm gonna get it.
One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught.
No! Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.
Classic. Man, that was a good ass game. Damn, Mike. First quarter got us.